So this morning I was going through my videos on my phone, and I found this one mixing the chemicals for the foam cannon before I pressure wash this house. And I know a lot of people always asking what my ratios are and everything. I basically just eyeball it, and I kind of know now, like if it needs a little more chlorinated liquid or a little more Dawn or whatever, I can know just by the job and stuff. But anyway. This mix here, I basically just did about a third of the Dawn, and then I topped it off with the Pool Essentials chlorinated liquid. And then you'll see in the video, I show, it gets a nice thick foam. I do one of the sides of the house here. But I mean, you can go, sometimes I'll use Simple Green. I like Mold Armor. You can mix different stuff. Doesn't always have to be the chlorinated liquid and Dawn. And even like the Simple Green, that foamed up pretty good. For this stuff here, the Dawn Platinum and the chlorinated liquid for pools, Pool Essentials chlorinated liquid, that always seems to do a good job. You can see like I have the Zep spray bottle. Some of the stuff in this house I soft wash, so I'll use the Zep bottle to pre-treat and spot treat. You can see you get a nice thick foam, and people think, oh, you got to keep filling the cannon up and filling it. I think I did the whole back of this house with just one cannon full, so you get some good mileage out of it. Another thing, these cannons, they like to get clogged up, from the soap scum. Soap kind of gels up, and you start getting like real runny or no foam at all. So what I do, I'll soak the nozzle in some white vinegar and water, maybe add a little baking soda to it too. Not too much, because you get a reaction from the baking soda and vinegar. But just a little bit, get some bubbles going in it. Soak it for about a half hour, and then I'll just run some warm water and white vinegar through the foam cannon, and that usually knocks the clog out. And if it doesn't the first time, try doing it a couple of times. Sometimes that soap scum gets really thick. You can see here, I'm just rinsing it down. People are like, oh, you're spraying underneath the shingles, you're going to cause mold. And I'm using a low pressure tip, and I'm at an angle. It doesn't look like it in the video, but I'm about 10 feet away from the house, and I'm just kind of like spraying it like a hose just to rinse down the foam. And I had offered, this is my cousin's house, he just bought it from his father, so they're both my cousins that owned it. The son just bought it from the dad though, and him and his wife and kids moved in. So he was trying to save some money. He just bought the house. He's a young guy. He's like 40. So I did some interior painting, and I told him I'd do the pressure washing for free as a housewarming gift. And I said I'll make my money through the videos. And so far, I've made about what I would have made. So I made about what I would have made if I had charged him for the pressure washing. You can see I did this shed for him. This I kind of soft washed. I was spraying on just the chlorinated liquid, 50-50 with water. You can see how nice and clean that came out. Okay, now I'm at another house down in Newport, Rhode Island. This customer basically wrecked this brand new porch here with a 30-second cleaner. He put it on, left it on too long. You're not supposed to use sodium hypochlorite or bleach on these decks and porches. It's not recommended for trex or composite decking. What I found they recommend is Mold Armor. So here I'm using some Mold Armor and some Dawn Platinum, and then I'll just pressure wash the deck with a white tip, 40-degree low pressure tip. So you don't really want to put a lot of pressure on trex or composite either. You don't want to blast it. He had a guy come and do the decks on the other side of the house facing the ocean, and the decks had a simulated wood grain. The guy stripped the simulated wood grain, looked right off the decking. I don't know what the hell he did, but he ruined $100,000 worth of decks. There's a guy, Dave, that owns the house. He was telling me he had three new decks put on in this porch when he bought the house. And here's the decks I was talking about. They face the ocean. Real nice views from this house. And here's the porch after I finished pressure washing it. Oh, and I painted this house last year too. It used to be yellow. I used Benjamin Moore Regal Select on there. white dove. But you can see how nice and clean the railings are. You don't need sodium hypochlorite on these decks. Like I said, use a little mold armor and some Dawn, and then just pressure wash it with a low pressure tip. Stuff will come right off. It's a shame, it's such a nice deck, but he put that 30-second cleaner on. It's all hazed over when it dries. It looks nice now because it's wet. As soon as it dries, all the decking's all hazed over. Looks like crap. Anyway, guys, hope everyone has a great day.